So the plan is to rate all 20 of the Premier League home kits. Obviously, some of them are still without their sponsors, so we'll bear that in mind. I quite like them without the sponsors personally, so maybe that's an advantage. But we're going to rate all the Premier League home kits. So what we got S tier. Like maybe I'll rename the tiers. What we looking at? I'm going to call S tiers like special, right? A tier, B tier, C tier, Z tier. I'm going to call that awful, average, decent, good, special. I don't think anything will get in that special tier, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't mind the Chelsea one. The Chelsea one's come in with a lot of stick. That Chelsea kit has come on for a lot of stick. So let's do it alphabetically and start with Arsenal. Right, let's get the Arsenal kit. I'm on Footy Headlines, but I'll probably just search for it, right? Right, so this is the 23-24 kit. They did mess this up, by the way. So which one is it? So it's 80 quid for the home shirt. I am going to be factoring in price, by the way. So a cheaper kit might get a little boost to their rating. So we are going to have a look at the price of them. So a home kit is 80 quid, an authentic one. And they messed this shirt up. So this is the shirt. And it's like an homage to the Invincibles. It's got a nice gold trim along the sleeves. It's a shame they didn't win last season. It's a shame they didn't win last season because that would have made more sense for a gold trim. So it's still got Emirates as the sponsor. It's a Nike one. Arsenal badge, Visit Rwanda. But if you look on the side here, where is it? Does it actually show the detailing? Is it going to show? I can't click on that one. It doesn't show the detailing. Hang on. Let's see if we can find it on the other one. So there should be a bit of detailing on the side. And it doesn't actually, weirdly, it doesn't show in these pictures on their website. That's very odd. Because up the side here, let me see if we can find it in another picture. That's the away kit, Arsenal home kit. Let's get it on Footy Headlines. So let's find the Arsenal one. Here we go. Arsenal home kit. Nope. I'm just trying to find a picture of it. Why can't I find a picture of the bit? That's the badge. So the badge is like this gold simplified one. It's not bad. It's like one of those rubbery. No, it's like one of the hard ones actually. It's not one of the rubbery ones. It's got this detailing. It's got these little jags in it, which are all right. But there it is. There it is. It's actually hidden into the white. So you can see the Invincibles season. It might have been showing in those other pictures. You can see here the Invincibles season. But what they did in the and I've seen some shirt sellers reselling this really expensive. But what they did is this is the Invincible season, right? But I don't know if on the authentic player version that it's like the shirt slightly smaller or the trim slightly different, because they accidentally only put 32 games on the authentic version instead of 38. So they've had to recall the authentic version shirt. Yeah, there it is. You can see it there up the side. So it was only, no, it can't be just the trim because look, it repeats itself. So it must have just been, they only put 32 games in. So they just messed it up. They just printed all these ribbons out wrong. These like side stitches. So yeah, I don't mind it. So we're going to start with Arsenal. Where is it on this list? I like that it's an homage to the 92 kits. It's a little bit expensive on the 80 quid side. So it's just going to go in decent. Right, Aston Villa kit. Okay, feel free to chuck your own opinions in and disagree with me. Right, so Aston Villa's home shirt is 70. How much is the player fit version? You can get last season's shirt for 25 quid right now, by the way. Do they not have a player version? Looks like you can't buy a player version of it. The pattern's okay. Let's see if we can get a zoom in version. The pattern's okay. I don't know what it means though. I don't know if is it the Birmingham skyline? It's not the Birmingham skyline. Is it just random? I think it's just random. Was it league positions or something? No, it can't be league positions. I think it's just random. It might tell us something here. Nope, it doesn't tell us anything. So it's 70 quid. I can't see a regular version. Oh, here's the pro version. 115 for the pro version. It doesn't tell us anything about it. Now, badge? That's a Chelsea badge. I'm sorry. Aston Villa have turned into that's the Aston Villa badge there. That's a Chelsea badge. The lion's not even facing I mean, if the lion was facing the other way. So it certainly looks like a Chelsea badge to me. I also don't like, they've got this big betting sponsor on it, but it's called BK8. And the 8's wearing a little crown, which makes me think like Burger King have set up a betting company. That home shirt, that goalkeeper shirt's quite nice. So it's got these little bits on the sleeves. Pastore. I mean, I'm giving this, and where is it? The Villa shirt. Average. I'm giving it average. I don't think it's anything special or good. Maybe I'll bump them up depending on what I see with the others. It is a little bit different. I tell you what, I am going to bump Arsenal and Villa up. We're going to put them up. So Arsenal good. Right, who's next in the list? I think it's Chelsea, but Brighton or Bournemouth. A Brighton kit. Okay, this is the Brighton kit for the season. I mean, there's not much to say about that, is there? The stripes stretch out towards the bottom, or is it just the way they've done the photo? How much are they charging? 60. So that's the cheapest so far, so I'll give them that. It's just not interesting, is it? You can only buy the one version. So just a Nike, just a bog standard Nike kit. Not much to say about it. Sorry, Brighton. Average. Average. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. Just average. Just average. The lines aren't connected. We're in the middle here, actually. Yeah, you're right, with the sponsor. We'll leave it average for now. Right, where have I got next? Bournemouth. Willis Problems the sponsor, definitely. Actually, I tell you what, actually, yeah, we're gonna... So, you're right. I'm downgrading Villa because of the sponsor. I'm leaving Brighton in average. Villa in the sponsor in there. Arsenal in the middle there. Yeah, definitely. I forget the betting sponsor, always a downgrade. Right, Bournemouth kit. Now, Bournemouth had some nice kits the last years. I quite like that one. That's a controversial one. This is the Bournemouth kit for this season. You can buy unsponsored, same price. So it is a betting sponsor, but you can buy unsponsored. So let's look at the unsponsored version. So I think that's like an advantage. They don't seem to have a pro version. That's the same shirt, right? 65 for the Bournemouth one. I mean, again, it's pretty uninspiring, isn't it? It looks, I mean, it looks pretty retro. It looks cool, like cool and retro in a way without the sponsor, but pretty uninspiring. Right, so Bournemouth, it's another average. It's another average. Wait, is this 23-24? Who's dropped a Leicester shirt in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Someone's been cheeky and dropped a Leicester shirt in here, in this tier list. You can't just drop a Leicester shirt in casually. Right, I think Chelsea come next. And I tell you what, this Chelsea shirt has come in for a lot of stick. They did lose today. Yep, that's last season's kit. Early access. Now, people don't like the... Is it silver or gold? I tell you what, actually, looking at it, I'm not a fan of the badge. Like, the badge just doesn't... The way it reflects, it doesn't reflect right. You can see in this light, and it sort of blurs the badge in a weird way. Like, look at all these people's badges. You can't actually make out the badge because of the way it's reflecting or whatever, like on the wall and the lights and stuff. And I think it's a nice idea, like gold or silver or whatever for the badges on a plain blue shirt. But I don't know if the execution is there. And then there's like, let me show me like the shirt itself. And then like they've gone for almost all blue, but there's these little bits on the sleeve. It looks very engineered, the shirt. I'll say that. Can you actually buy it? Where is the... Here we go. Now, I've just noticed some little details that I quite like. This is the women's version. Where's the... Let's find the men's. How much are they charging for it? Men's. That's last season. That's last season. They still had 3 as a sponsor last season. They've got all the women's shirts up at the minute because they've got Sam Kerr, James. Oh, apparently you can get it with white or gold printing. Interesting. So where is it? I just want the men's shirt. They don't have just the regular men's shirt on here? I haven't gone past it, I don't think. 95. No. Just the men's. Just the men's. Maybe you can't buy the men's yet. Well, let's assume it's the same price as the women's. What was the women's price? 80. So it's 80. Let's look at the women's version because for some reason there doesn't seem to be any. If I go forward a few pages, let's see. So either they've sold out or they're only selling women's right now on kids. Okay, so we can't get a perfect look at it. That's very odd. All right, let's look at the women's version. So in the collar, I like this little bit in the collar that's like London, whatever. See, look, if the gold actually looked like that, I would be pretty happy with that. But it doesn't come out like that. Or is this a special version of it? That's a gold version. Let me look at one of the others. Do they all? Yeah, even with the white writing, they come out like that. So if it came out like that color gold, it would look kind of cool. Maybe a little bit cheap, but I admire the effort. I'm gonna give it a decent for now. If they stay sponsorless, I think it could be a good shirt. I think it could be a good shirt, sponsorless. The men's shirts aren't top sellers. That's fair. Right, Crystal Palace. Right, Crystal Palace, I have to say, have been smashing it the last few years. Last year's was the winner. This is their new shirt, which has the Crystal Palace on it. How much is this? This is the infant kit. How much is the adults? 60. And for a body fit, it's 70. Actually, that's the cheapest of the player issue. I don't know if body fit and player issue are the same. Possibly. It doesn't look like they have another option. So let's have a look at it in body fit. I mean, it's certainly cheaper. It doesn't want to load the image. It wants to stay blurred. There we go. So it's got the Palace, but then it doesn't go onto the sleeves, right? And the sleeves cut off here. There's a little bit of collar. There's this white line, but suddenly stops for the sponsor. I like the idea. What's the back of the shirt? Can we see the back of the shirt? See, the back of the shirt's plain. And like there's a white line that goes up and stops there. with Eagles written at the top. I think that takes away from it. I feel like the design should be all over, or there should be something on the back. I don't know. Stitching looks pretty bad in their example one. Look, it looks like it's snagged a bit there, or like caught, overlapped a little bit there. That stitching looks terrible in their example one. And there on the sleeve, look at that. That stitching's atrocious. Right, so we're going to stick Crystal Palace. We're going to give them a decent for effort. They've smashed it the last few years. I think if you're a Palace fan, you're going to be pretty, like, put it this way. If you're a Palace fan, you're pretty happy you're getting a different shirt every year. I think a lot of these, and we're going to come to it in a minute, a lot of these are really phoned in. Who's next after Crystal Palace? Everton, perhaps? I probably missed someone, but it doesn't matter. We can come back when we work out that we missed someone. Okay, Everton. Chelsea not in bottom tier. I don't mind the Chelsea one. Okay, this is the Everton kit. I mean, okay, good news for Everton. They've avoided that horrible 80s Hummel template. Hummel have been making good kits recently as well. This is an example on this Malaga one, which I quite like. There's like a little bit of, it's quite plain, except this little bit. I don't know if this is the stadium. I wish it'd tell you a bit more. Let's see it. Footy headlines will probably have will probably tell us what it is. Everton. What do we find? Everton home and goalkeeper. Here we go. What does it feature? Archibald Leach's architecture. Okay, which I think is the current stadium, right? So that's sort of based on their current stadium. Okay. Again, I don't mind that. It's a shame it's plain. State.com is minus points though. So it goes in average for being a bit boring and having the betting sponsor. I think most of these, I mean, I don't think we're going to do well in the Premier League. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to put any in special or good this year. I would have put Palace's one in last year. A couple other ones last year, perhaps. I mean, I might, do you know what? I might upgrade the Arsenal one again. I'm going to upgrade the Arsenal one again. The Arsenal one's going up again. Right. Arsenal one gets boosted. Who's next? I think I missed Brentford. I've missed Brentford. Brentford 23-25 kit. Okay, that's interesting. So that gets a positive point in that they've said this is their shirt for 2 years. Why are there two forms of name set? That also looks way too small, the writing on that. You can get either form of name set. Right, I don't like Hollywood Bet, obviously. The shirt's a bit boring. I mean, there's this bit at the bottom, it's okay. Like this, like fade, like dot matrix fade into black, which isn't bad. I feel like Brentford could do something interesting. There's a B on the back that's kind of cool. 65 or 60 even. Why was it telling me 65? It was telling me 65 a second ago, I swear. No, 60 quid. It's not bad. See, that's last season's shirt. No, that's the current one. Sorry, they've got a different. That's the kids one. They got a different sponsor on the kids shirt. Where's last season's shirt? That's last season's. Okay, so they've added the black sides to it. I mean, yeah, there is certainly an irony to them being sponsored by a betting company when their main striker is out for betting issues. Yeah, I think we gotta average that, and that's gonna come up again as well. Right, so we're gonna stick Brentford down in average. Actually, do you know what? I mean, maybe the betting sponsors have got to go, haven't they? The betting sponsors have got to go. I might do it. Okay, the shirt's betting sponsor, but a little bit interesting here. Is Cinch a betting sponsor? What is Cinch again? If Cinch is a betting sponsor. I don't think it is, right? I think it's like a finance, insurance. Yeah. Right. Which one have I got next? Burnley. I missed Burnley as well. There's too many Bs in the Premier League. Burnley used to have classic football shirts as a sponsor. They don't anymore. What kit is that? That looks cool. No more classic football shirts. No more classic shirt. It's a bit boring, isn't it? I mean, there is a design on it. 55, I admire that it's a little bit cheaper. There is like some diamond design on it. You can't really see that well. It just looks patchy. It's an Umbro. Not much to say about. I mean, I nearly picked up the West Ham one. That says everything, right? I nearly picked up the West Ham one. It's going in the awful tier. Nah, it's going in the awful tier. I tell you what, let's look at the West Ham kit. That looks like, I mean, the West Ham look like they're wearing an Everton shirt there. I know it's like an away kit or whatever. What is it? Third kit. Okay. First kit, home kit. Oh, they've got the bubbles on it this year. It's not good execution. I think you could do bubbles better than that. I don't think it's good execution of the bubbles. 75 quid as well. Betting sponsor, massive JD sponsor on the sleeve that looks like it'll peel after a couple of, because it's not printed in. I mean, at least it's a fabric badge. Nothing on the back. I mean, they could have put the bubbles on the back. I think the bubbles would have looked better on the back. Danny Ings is their shirt model for some reason. Like, you've got these, like, the bubbles on this side are just black outline, and these ones got like a weird white outline. I don't know if I award points for effort. I don't think I do. I think it goes in the awful tier. I mean, I'm pretty disappointed so far. I don't know where I go next. Fulham, I think. I think we go Fulham. Fulham kit. I'm starting to get a bit down on this year's Premier League kits. Fulham. SBO top. That's a betting sponsor, right? SBO top. Premier Sports Betting Exchange. What is this? Red one sleeve, white the other. That's like a training shirt that I've got, but it's like a Juventus training shirt from about 4 seasons ago, made by Adidas. I mean, this is boring. This is right. I mean, there's not much to say about that. London's original football club, right? Okay, that goes betting sponsor as well. Bin. I know some of you are going to disagree with me on this. Where's next? Which one have I got next? Nottingham Forest? No, Liverpool probably, right? Liverpool and then Luton. Luton. I mean, I'm not going to do Leicester. I don't know what cheeky person put Leicester there. They can wait for the championship one. Right, Liverpool kit. Just the home kit, by the way. We're just doing the home kit today. We might do the away kit later on. Wait, well, this is good, isn't it? There's not even anything to here. Here we go, home kit. I mean, that's boring, isn't it? Is that even different to last year's kit? Liverpool 22-23 kit. That's last season's kit. You can get it for free. Could you actually get it for free? Out of stock. Okay. That's last season's kit. They've just added the white. They've just added the white collar, right? In fact, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's quite a wide collar, and that's a much thinner collar. They've just added the white collar on. Like, it literally sits inside it. Have they just repurposed last year's kit? Did they have a load that they didn't sell or something? That's lazy. And how much are they charging for this? 112,000. Wait, what currency have I ended up in here? What currency have they put me in? I'm on UK, GB, update preferences. I mean, that tells you everything, doesn't it? The website's chucked me in some foreign currency for no reason. 75 quid. Is that in red because it's reduced? Why is it in red? Is that a trick? Is that a marketing trick? 114 for the match version. So it's got like this stitching on it. Right, Liverpool goes. I might have to make a bottom tip. Right, I'm going to rename these, you know. We're just putting Liverpool in the bottom. Screw it. Liverpool get down the bottom. It's lazy. It's lazy. Right, Leicester we're not doing. Who's next then? Luton. Did Luton have... What did Luton had an interesting kit last year? Luton kit. It's a utility one. Loads of the £59. What an obscure amount. So you can only buy the regular kit. At the minute, you can only buy the regular kit. Wait, that's the same as the... That's that same print as the Burnley one. Right? Was it Burnley? On the Umbro kit? I think it is. So Umbro... This is an Umbro template. But it's orange and it's got a white stripe, a blue line, and then orange again. It's not great. I mean, it's average. It's average. Yeah, this one's a bit better, for sure. No betting sponsor, so I'll give them that. What? So the Premier League's stacked with early alphabet teams this year. I know that's a weird observation to make, but I think... Is Manchester City the next one? I think it is. Man City. Now, Puma can be big hits and misses with kits. I know the third kit's quite nice. I know the away kit's quite nice. Let's have a look at the home kit. It's okay. I admire the effort. How much is it? 75. It's a lot still, isn't it? I like little details like that. 20 years at the Etihad, so that's why they've put that in there. Okay, we're putting Man City into average. I think when we come to the away kit and the third kit, I think City will rank highly. I think a lot of teams do a lot better normally with their home and away, with their away and third kits. I think they're a lot less risk averse with the away and third kits. All right, Man United kit. All right, Man United kit. It's 80 quid though, the Man United kit. I quite like these like roses though. It's like a Lancashire rose. It's not bad. The badge looks cheap though. I have an issue with the badge. Does the authentic shirt look better? The authentic shirt's 110 quid though. I mean, that's a real issue, right? That badge is like cheap as hell. Like there's a big red board around it. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see on the. They don't really give you a good look close up of it. I like this design. I'm gonna give Man United a decent. The badge is bad, but I quite like the design. The price is a bit bad as well. So we got 5 left. All right. Castore, they have announced today that... Oh, it's interesting. It's already on Sports Direct. They have announced today that they're going back to Adidas. Or yesterday, they announced it. That sponsor looks awful. Like shiny, way too shiny, plastered on. It's kind of boring. Sports washing. Awful. Like Newcastle need to go back to some of their classic kits. Right. Nottingham Forest kit. Are they sponsorless still? They are, right? It's just not interesting though, is it? What do I comment on this? There's nothing to it. 75 quid as well. It's going in awful, if only because it's so lazy. You can't charge 75 quid for that. What we got left? Spurs, Sheffield and Wolves. Right. Spurs kit. Okay, let's have a look. That's like the Liverpool kit. That's the same as the Liverpool kit, right? Like the pattern. Oh, wait. No, there is like a stadium home shirt. How much is that? 80 quid. How much is the other version? 125 for the elite version. What are these weird designs on them? Does it tell me anything about it? An all-over line work pattern inspired by the borough's vibrant music scene and streetwear culture. How? How is that inspired by any of those things? I don't understand. It's not interesting. It's weird, isn't it? Like average. I can see they've gone for something. It's not the worst sponsor. Wolves, Wolverhampton Wanderers. So Wolves kit. Oh, I missed someone. Who's the other one? Sheffield United. What is this? It doesn't even look like an actual kit. That sponsor is atrocious. I mean, at least it's not a betting sponsor, but why is it on there? CFI.trade. What's on there twice? An area. I mean, it's an error, this shirt. I'll tell you that. Black lines. The oranges aren't even, are the oranges not even the same color? The two oranges aren't even the same. I mean, they're only charging 55, but I've still got to put it in the awful category. Wait, is that this year's kit? There's a different kit here, interestingly. Right, that is in the awful tier. Okay, last one, Wolves. Can Wolves save us? Can Wolves save us? Can Wolves save us? No, is the answer. It's a boring Astro Pay shirt. How much are they charging? 60. Okay, it's on the lower end of the prices. 6686.com. That's a betting site, surely. What a weird number. Lazy. I'm sorry, I'm going to zoom in on this a sec. I have no one in the special tier. I have only the Arsenal shirt in the good tier, and we boosted that up. Everything else, I appreciate. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna give Palace the benefit of the doubt. Palace is going up a tad. Everyone else needs to do better. Like, that is actually shocking. Lots of these are either lazy or bad or covered with betting sponsors, which are pretty inappropriate at the minute. Particularly West Ham and Brentford. Looking at you two, and like, it's not a great selection. I mean, maybe I've been harsh on Man City